Another day in Berlin. So now I have been checking out from my wonderful hotel called Check-in Hotel here in Schönsberg. Yeah, the weather forecast was right. Should be better weather after my first day here, and it's really good weather. It's not too warm and not too cold. Perfect for walking. And today I'm heading for the Berlin Zoo, and I'm going to find a cheap, nice place around that area. It's going to be a long walk today also, but I'm going to choose another route so I don't need to walk the same route back into the Berlin city. Germany has 83 million people on an area that are not so big. It's like 1,000 kilometers from the north to the south. So you can imagine it's suburban areas, villages, towns, everywhere you go. It's like Great Britain. It's like Great Britain. A lot of people in a small area. And if you compare to Sweden, I think in Sweden the north to the south is over 2,000 kilometers and a population of just 10 million people. So sometimes up north of Sweden you can drive the car for 200 kilometers without a town. Just west areas. The good thing with a country that are very small on the area and a lot of people, that is you can find restaurants, hotels almost everywhere you go. Even if in a small suburban area or a village you can find a nice place to eat or stay. Accommodations. And now I'm really outside Berlin city here, and I love it to walk where people are just living their life. In the city center of a capital city, it's so touristic and so, but here is the ordinary lifestyle. Same thing when people traveling to countries like Thailand. They are living in these 5-star resorts, and they don't go out anywhere, just to the beach, and they don't see anything of the country they are in. So it could be anywhere on the world as long as it's warm weather, and that's not traveling for me. This is traveling for me to Globetrotter around the world. I don't blame or judge anyone. Everybody has to do whatever they want. Now I'm going to turn right here. My USM map wants me to go into this Königshed Park. Totally from a lot of people until just into the forest.
In 30 meters, turn slightly left.
This place is suit for rubbers. I love Berlin a lot because of the parks they have, the green areas. It's crazy how many parks where is no houses at all. It's crazy how a big city like this can afford to save the forest like this and not building houses and skyscrapers. Look at this, it's so big areas. If you want to go somewhere, to cross a park is a really shortcut many times, and don't walk like a chess board. A park you can just walk through it. Yeah, it's amazing weather today. It's maybe 18-19 degrees, and it's the 1st of September 2021, and no face masks is needed in the park. I hope so. This is what it's all about, traveling. You never knowing what to expect when you're walking like this. Suddenly some crazy concerts appear just in front of me. Now we're going to the Brandenburger Tor, the most important gate to Berlin during the time when there were a wall here in Berlin. And now you can rent motorbikes also, electric motorbike. I think they are electric. Oh, they must be. Like these kick bikes you can rent all over Europe now. And you can also rent a motorbike for a couple of kilometers and just leave it there when you come to the goal. This is the memorial place of all of the murdered Jews in Europe. I've been here, I think I filmed this in the last move I did from Berlin. It's a big labyrinth with stones, pillars. This memorial place makes you think how crazy the world was in the World War II. It's still very crazy. I'm like a rat in some experiment. It's a quote from Seinfeld, I think.
Everything looks the same, but like rats in some experiment.
I think it was over 6 million Jews who died. And this is the memorial place for them. And it's police cars everywhere you go now. It's going to be some big demonstration here. And what is this? A bunker. Museum about Hitler and the bunkers. How could this happen? It said. Yeah, how could it happen? It cost money, entrée, Eingang, face mask on. It's good in a bunker to have a face mask, maybe. No, that was a bad joke. Oh yeah, I couldn't record inside there, so this was so busy during the 20s. The busiest traffic spot in the 20s. Potsdamer Platz was one of 40 gates into Berlin when the wall was up. In 1924 they built this 5-corner traffic light, and it was the first in all of Europe to have this traffic light post. So the rich Berliner start to build houses here and big towers. It was very famous for rich people when the German economy was growing more up. They built a lot of buildings here, so that's why you can see so many high buildings. So that was the Potsdamer Platz. Let's look for a coffee shop somewhere. Now I got my coffee, and it's going to be some big demonstration here in Berlin around Potsdamer Platz today. I think it's about against racism or something like that. Stop die Brandstifter. Brandstifter is like an arson person who likes to make fire. So stop die die. Stop them arson. I don't understand. It's something about racism, I think. And sometimes in a big city you need to be careful because it can be very dangerous with demonstrations and the police shooting rubber bullets and so. I don't think this demonstration is going to be any problem. One of the 18 gates that went into Berlin, but this was the main point, the Brandenburger Tor. It was completed in 1791, I think. And it also was a main point for historical events. And still today, if something big happened, this is the gate, like this demonstration you're going to see today. When Germany play football or something, people gathering here and watch the game on big screen TVs. It's going to be some big thing here in Berlin today. I don't know what, but some rally or something.
Policeman, what's gonna all about?
I don't know.
You just go.
I look.
Yeah, look around.
But last week they demonstrated about the corona restrictions.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was big here, I think.
Yeah, it's always something. But if you get enough, you can go in the parks and sit there and have joy there.
It's going to be
But
good.
sometimes it's very loud.
Zurück zu Gott! Deutschland, wohin? Zurück zu Gott! Deutschland, wohin?
He's asking Germany, where are you going? And we're answering, back to God. We want him to, we have to go back to him first. And then he will do we give our best and God does the rest.
Jesus left. That was not the demonstration that I showed you before. This was a demonstration about God and Jesus or something. I don't know this. For me it's just gibberish.
Sein Königreich ist für immer. Jesus Christus, Halleluja. Deutschland, wohin? Zurück zu Gott.
This is a big area for people and tourists. And I can imagine in July how many people there are here. Tourist trap in Berlin. This is what they should have in Sweden also, demonstrations when we don't like stuff and things. So I think we could have a demonstration in Sweden for the shootings and bombings and killings we have all over the Sweden this time of age. But we don't have any demonstration for that.
Herausforderung dieser Zeit, wenn wir Transformation in der Arbeitswelt und damit schaffen wir das nur gemeinsam. Egal ob es darum geht, Klimaschutz nach vorne.
What's this rally?
Demonstration, aber unteilbar. I don't have this in English. In German it's unteilbar.
Every time.
Yeah. Have this in English. Sorry.
I have never tried out an alcohol-free Weissbier before. Nicht alkoholisch, they say in German. Now everything they do in German is good. Even the alcohol-free Weissbier tastes really, really good. It's amazing. Here in Germany, almost every alcohol-free beer I have tried out tastes really good. And they also have alcohol-free beer on tap. And that's nothing you see in Sweden. And I order also a classic German dish. A small dish called the Berliner Currywurst or the Currywurst. It's all over German. That's a really delicious fast food, or what you call it.
Bitteschön.
Oh,
Guten
danke.
Appetit.
Danke. Oh, delicious. Like the Brits. German people love the chips also. This is a classic German dish. Currywurst. Not as spicy as you can think. No spice at all. Tastes good, but not so hot. The 4th of September 1949, the Hertha, a lady called Hertha Hoover, starting to sell this Currywurst in Friedrichstraße, Kaiser Friedrichstraße, outside Berlin in Charlottenburg. So thanks Hertha for the delicious food. Hertha Hoover. And now I'm going to surprise a friend that are here in Berlin and working for 2 months. She's away from Thailand at the Berlin Zoo, or Zoo Berlin. I already hear the monkeys. Hello. Guten Tag.